On the run, it's Payne. Tried to move that pile forward. He maybe gets 2. He's down at the 21.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Just feeds the running back. There's some room. They'll mark him out of bounds short of the 40 at the 37-yard line, but a big-time pickup on the ground.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, it will be hard to stop.
One man in the backfield, and he gets it.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. They'll move the wide receiver. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
Yeah, and you wonder if that was the right read by the quarterback on that RPO. Maybe he should have just handed that off because there was nobody open downfield to throw to.
After the second down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. Back to throw, it's Craig. Dumps it off in the flats. Breaks into the open. He's at the 10. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Horned Frogs.
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this and running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy showed you right there, a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
On the move from inside his 5. Slips through the line. He steps out of bounds across the 30 at the 33-yard line. Nice work there by the return team. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. The quarterback just lost track of the play clock, didn't get the snap off quickly enough. He's looking to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Fleming. Bounced off his feet.
Not wasting any time. You just watch the opponent go down on their first drive and score a touchdown. So right away, you're aggressive. You're throwing the football on your first play of the game, and you're getting a nice completion. Really nice job.
Scanning the field, it's Washington. Throwing right. Got him downfield. Powers through. He'll work his way down to the 28.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Durr. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Tight end now in motion. Wide receiver comes in motion. Second down, they'll go to the air. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. Just a great job defensively, making him go through his progressions, and he really didn't have time to do it.
And that's exactly what you do in zone coverage. You drop in your spots, you read the quarterback's eyes, make sure you take away that quick stuff, and a great job rushing the passer and getting the sack.
Going deep. He's got it way down the field. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Terrapins! Let's see. He can block, he can catch, he can run. Yeah, let's just forget about the blocking for now. The catching, the running, the scoring is dangerous.
And they do the dirty work, but this is what they would prefer to do. These guys want to catch touchdown passes. Most of these guys were wide receivers in high school, and they show you why. They'll go up, get that football, make plays for the quarterback.
He gets it across the 25 to the 27 after bringing it out of the end zone. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills, and they've got it at the receiver position. So if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. To the air, it's Craig. Pucks it out of the air. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
As a head coach, you love it when your quarterback is locked in early. Opening drive, throws a touchdown pass. Really nice throw on that last play. Here in the second drive, he's firing on all cylinders. You can tell this guy did his homework coming into this game, and right now it's paying off.
On the option. Oh, there's a loose football on the bad pitch. Ball bounced right to him, and he's on the move.
Man, those are backbreakers. Defensively, you get so excited. You force the fumble, I'm going to get a turnover, and the offense falls.
And the Horned Frogs trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Second down, he'll throw it. Fires to the wideout. Wide open downfield. He stopped right at the 50-yard line, but they'll move the chains. It's first down. The Horned Frogs are rolling down the field. To the air on first down. He's going to take off. Still running at the 40. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
Man, that's so frustrating. And it happens so fast. He just pulls it down. It looks like pass. He pulls it down, and he's gone. Just like that, chewing up yards. So much speed, so hard to stop.
It's complete. Turning it on. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11. And the Horned Frogs have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to go right back downfield. He's got it on the move. Touchdown, TCU. All that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
And this offense right now, they are doing some damage through the air. That's now their second passing touchdown. They thought coming into this game they were going to have some matchups on the perimeter of the field that they could take advantage of, and they've done that so far here today.
To the air, it's Craig. Got him. He's not going to make it. They stop him at the 1, and the 2-pointer is no good. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. His drive opens up at the 23-yard line. The run inside. It's Williams. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
What a great play by the linebacker. You talk about filling a hole. Defensive line does their jobs. He comes in the hole and says, sit down, sir.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Looking to fire. Flushed out of the pocket. Spits it out to the back. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Fires to the right. What a job to lay out and make the catch.
Man, I love those guys that are willing to put their body on the line. And he does it right here, man. Just lays out. That ball's coming in. You can see it from several yards out, making that play, laying out, keeping the football from touching the turf. Great concentration, great effort by the receiver.
Such a nice job in pass protection. You've got the corner out there to the tight end. It's going to take the big fella a little while to get to that area of the field, so you got to build a nice pocket for the quarterback to throw from.
And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. The Terrapins racing to the line in a hurry-up.
Man, that is a big negative play for this defense, putting them in reverse, getting the quarterback on the ground, and they better get ready again. Look at this offense. They're right back on the ball, ready to snap it again.
Pocket breaking down, and down he goes. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the 2nd. So they had a chance to talk over this 3rd down play to open the period. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. 3rd down, they got to get it to Neptune. He'll have to launch a rocket. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
Hey, man, it's fun to watch a defense that really knows how to pressure the quarterback and that have guys that can win up front. That's the 4th sack of the day. We're still in the first half, but they got a bunch of guys up front that twist and stunt and move and know how to rush the passer. This offense has got to find a way to get the ball out quicker and protect better up front.
Boy, did he show it all on that return. The speed, the explosiveness, and took a little momentum with him out of bounds. The Horned Frogs offense takes the field, ready to get going. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Wide receiver going in motion. Looking for a gap. It's Payne. He locked up and held on to bring him down.
Now, you want to be a great run defense, your DBs have to be great tacklers. And I love the way he comes up, sees the run. I know he makes the money in the back end covering passes, but when you got a guy that can fly up and make tackles, man, does your defense go to a different level.
Trying to escape and get it himself. Oh, he's got some space. Inside the 35, knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33. The Horned Frogs have it with a 1st and 10. Looking for a man. It's Craig. That's caught. It's Small. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Horned Frogs! These two have spent plenty of time together. That was almost telepathic, David.
No doubt, and quarterbacks and wide receivers throw all offseason to get on the same page. You can see he hits him in stride. That's why he gets the touchdown.
And he knocked that one right down the middle. On the run from inside his own 5. And the returner will be brought down. Maryland has the ball back and the Terrapin offense ready to go. He wants to change this route. Got enough for the first. At the 35, he's loose. Running wide open down the gut of the field. Inside the into the house. Touchdown, Maryland! Nothing but a vapor trail left behind that guy, and the defense straight to the burn unit.
And man, that does not feel good. As a defense, you're trying to limit the big plays, keep that guy in front of you. That guy says, wait a minute, I'm way too fast for that. They're going to just need to work on those angles, that's for dang sure.
And the extra point splits the uprights. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. Sends it back in motion. On the direct snap, it's Payne. Makes it past the marker. They bring him down, but that's why you give them that Wildcat look to create an opportunity for big plays.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
Maybe a crease. Touchdown, TCU! Once he got some room, it was over.
And to have a rushing touchdown of that type of yardage, you've got to be able to make something miss. It's one thing to get into the second level, but can you make that last defender miss? And you saw it on that play. Once he was in the clear with his speed, he was gone.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He's able to sneak his way across the 20 and steps out at the 21. Maryland's offense comes out ready to go on the attack. They'll run the counter. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one.
Man, what a game this guy has been having, living in the opponent's backfield. Already has 2 sacks in the game, and now he gets a TFL. He is so athletic, so quick twitch, so slippery, they just can't block him.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Back to pass, it's Washington. Get it out on the screen. There he goes. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. Got his man. Right down the gut of the field. He's at the 30. The 10. And he ran away from the crowd and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Terrapins!
And how nice is it to have a playmaker like that I can get the ball out of my hands, right to him, and say, all right, dude, you got jets, you can fly, catch the slant, make some people miss, outrun some angles, and get all the way to the end zone.
And he's coming out of the end zone. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. TCU ready to crank things up on this drive. These two offenses have been outstanding in the early going, and that ramps up the pressure to put something on the board every time you touch it. They'll be stopped and forced out of bounds right around the 34-yard line, and now they've got a little something brewing. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. Wants to throw it again. Catch in the middle. It's Payne. At the 45 on his way. Got a lot of room to the right. zone with a breakaway score. How about this? A two-point conversion coming. He's into the end zone again. A little icing on the cake with a two-point conversion after the long touchdown run. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Quarterback making checks. This is a designed run. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets them up to the 24. Kept it on the ground on first down. Let's see what they do on second. Looking to throw, it's Washington. Firing to the right, complete. Breaks into the open. Out of bounds at the 43-yard line after the huge pickup. And the Terrapins want to pick up the tempo.
When quarterbacks learn to take checkdowns, man, they become way more efficient. They become way better. They get way more possessions, and he does a really good job. It's not his primary guy, but he looks down the field. He doesn't force the football, but checks it down to his running back and still makes a big play because it was the right decision.
Caught by Williams on the right. He'll be out of bounds. Good pickup on that play, and we're at the 2-minute timeout. The Terrapins will snap it on 1st and 10. He'll take it himself. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage, he'll lose a yard.
And, man, how many times are we going to call his name today? He has been so much fun to watch. Got a couple of sacks. Add another tackle for a loss here. He has been all over the field, and he has made some serious plays for this defense.
Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8.
This offense can get a lot of yards, and it doesn't take a lot of plays. You've seen that here. They have speed, speed, and speed. It kills you. If guys get a little bit of space, they just gobble up yards. They've had to...
Touchdown, Maryland! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And that's a nice drive, a nice physicality, punching it in with the run game. And here's the thing. I like where this offense is going. Nice job creating some momentum, going into the half, cutting down the lead. This thing could get really exciting. Nice job answering the bell right before the half.
From inside the 15, here comes the return. Tackled and brought down at the 23-yard line, so not a whole lot of room on that return. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
And a lot of times the fit up front, you know, linebackers are fitting holes, and that ball bounces, and it's supposed to go somewhere, and sometimes it goes to a DB, and the offense will get a W. Like, they'll get a win because you'll break a tackle. How about the tackle by that young fella? I know.
Looking for a deep man. Makes the grab deep. Big play on that one as he works his way all the way to the 28-yard line. And the Horned Frogs will hustle to the line. Looking to throw, it's Craig. Escapes the pressure to his right. Makes the grab. Put it right on him. Sweet play, good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down.
Well, this offense has come out slinging the pill. They are throwing it. They are trying to be aggressive. We're only in the second quarter, guys. Already, this guy has over 200 yards passing.
Down to the 18-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Quarterback keeps it. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Didn't find much running room there. Picks up a few before he's forced out of bounds. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Been showing them the run. Now they'll throw it. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining.
Yeah, and this defense hadn't had a lot of success. This offense has been doing what it wants at will, finally getting to the QB, finally getting some pressure, finally getting a big hit on him. That'll pay some dividends down the road.
Looks as if he's going to run it. Dragged down right at the line of scrimmage, and it'll be 4th down. They get the timeout called here, and probably just enough time for one more snap to put up points before the half. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Looking for a man. It's Craig. Going for 6. Touchdown, TCU! Quick strike through the air for the score.
This offense looks like they're in a rhythm. Whatever they've been dialing up here in the first half, they've had a lot of success with. You saw it on that last drive here at the end of the second quarter. Scoring a touchdown, they're going to be difficult to stop in the second half. The defense needs to start making adjustments.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they move on top by 15. So the first half has come to a close. We'll take a break and head over to the halftime show. He'll put total leather and get this second half started. He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Terrapins will get things going on offense as they come onto the field. On the move. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain. Went to the running game on 1st down. Now here they come again. Motion from the wide receiver. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Throws for the tight end. Intercepted, and that's not how you want to start a half.
That's a bit of a gut punch for the offense because you went in at halftime, you made your adjustments, you're feeling good about your game plan coming here in the second half, and right away you throw an interception to the defense.
We'll see the offense make its way onto the field here, hoping for a successful drive. Deep shot for the end zone. Touchdown, Horned Frog! And the stomping has commenced.
And remember back, guys, the defense gives them the short field, and the offense takes care of business. And now building this lead and really putting pressure on the other side. The offense on the other side is going to have to get pass happy. So dial up that nickel, dial up that dime, get that pass defense ready.
That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. Back to throw, it's Washington. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
And that's a big shot, and that's a big incompletion, but this offense has to continue to do more of that. When you're trailing and you've got to make plays, they got to find creative ways to push this ball down the field and get this offense in a flow.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Man, the defense smells blood in the water. You can tell. They're getting to this quarterback over and over and over. They've already sacked him a couple times. They're just winning up front. They almost got another sack on that last play.
He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. Offense still out there, lining up quickly on fourth down. On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. And they can't connect, and the gamble does not work out.
There's not many play calls on the sheet to score a bunch of points really quickly, so you got to go for it here. I like the aggressiveness, but this offense continues to miss the mark, and they just got to score more points. They got to do better, right, Palmer? That's expert analysis. They got to do.
Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
This has been a bit of the story of this game so far, is this quarterback's running ability and whether or not the defense can stop them. They got the play there. They were able to get a sack, rally to him, and get one of the faster quarterbacks you'll see in college football down on the ground. This guy already has over 40 rushing yards in this game, so he has had some success, but I think a big key now moving forward is how does this defense stop him?
The Horned Frogs will try to put one on the board on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
Quickly complete. Spins away. Touchdown, TCU! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Like a Thanksgiving turkey, they're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing, he's working offensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different, bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Maryland has the ball back, and the Terrapin offense ready to go. Looking to throw, it's Washington. Got his man in the middle. Turning it on! Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. And the Terrapins in the hurry-up.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be...
Snags it, and there's running room. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
I'll tell you, this quarterback has just been in a great rhythm all game long. With that last completion, he's now over 300 yards passing.
And that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
So now it's second and long. Wants to throw again. Got a man. It's Fleming. They'll ride him out of bounds after the good pickup spotted at the 25-yard line.
I I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
Now the connection takes it to the 11. The Terrapins will snap it on 1st and 10. He goes right back to the air. Complete. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Quickly complete. Touchdown, Terrapins! That's the way you finish a drive and put up points. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. Splits the uprights. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. And they close the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. They still have a cushion, but you don't want to feed that hope with unproductive drives. Holden finds his man on the left. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
He was not fooled on that one. You know, a lot of times you want to buy space, and you throw this route really when it's off coverage, but you could tell the cornerback was up, ready to come, pounce on that screen, and get the tackle for a loss.
Buys a little extra time. Fires to the right. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this pass.
He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
Man, that is such great third down defense. Seeing the football, breaking on the football, knowing where he's at.
Guys, look at this. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th and long. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. 4th down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
Dropping back, it's Craig. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
This QB has had a lot of success all day long, throwing for so many touchdowns, looking very comfortable. Finally, the defense gets to him. Finally, the defense gets a win. They needed something to go their way. Got to start getting some more hits on this guy.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. 6th play of the drive coming up. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Hauls it in. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. Offense trying to catch them napping. Looks as if they'll go for it on 4th down. Trying to get it to the marker. Got a little space. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive.
And I tell you what, it makes it really hard defensively when you have to play 4 downs every time. Like, your goal is to get the 4th down so you...
Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
You got to give the defense tons of credit because we know how much speed this quarterback has. That time you saw the pursuit. They were able to bring him down for a big loss on the sack.
And the pass is incomplete. It's the final play of the 3rd quarter. 4th quarter is coming. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this third down play. On the direct snap, it's Payne. The Wildcat created an alley, picked up a few, still some work to do for the first down. And the Horned Frogs will punt it away on fourth down. It's a fake he wants to throw. Fires toward the target. And the pass is incomplete. They thought they had the fake all dialed up, and it did not work. Have an incompletion like that, you always think, why not just let the quarterback throw it? The element of trickery was afoot, and it didn't work. Maryland's offense comes out ready to go on the attack. And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
This quarterback has been under duress all game long. He's one of the best in the country, and he's used to having his way. He's the one who's used to dictating to opposing defenses, but that has not been the case in this game. Here we are late. He's still under pressure, taking a sack there.
Looking downfield, it's Washington. He tries to take the top off. Makes a deep grab. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28. And the Terrapins, right after the huge play through the air, back to the line. Looking to throw on first down. Shoots it to the left. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
And I'm just not sure where to put the blame. And I know they're going to lose this football game. They've struggled, and he's been sacked. I know he's turned it over and thrown an interception, but they haven't been in sync, and nobody's played.
Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
We've seen throughout the course of the season, defenses have had their hands full with this quarterback. He's simply one of the best in the country. But what can you say about this defense here today? They have gotten after him, registering.
Throws toward the end zone. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's fourth down.
You know, it's one thing to take shots early in a game when the defense may not be expecting it, but at this point, fourth quarter, you're...
Now, wait just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here. On fourth down, they'll pass for it. Right down the middle. The incomplete pass, fourth down, fails, and they'll turn it over.
I think that play right there has been a big theme in this game. When it matters the most, on big-time down and distances, this defense has been able to step up and make the play when they need it most. That fourth down, great job in the back end in coverage, forcing the incompletion with a big lead now, creating a turnover on down.
Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. And now on second down for this offense. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
They're going to mark him down, and where that spot is looks as if it's going to be just a hair short of the first down. Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. On on 4th down. They'll throw for it. Big man has it. It's a 1st down and more. Flying down the left side. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Horned Frogs.
It's another good decision by the quarterback. You've got to be impressed here. On that one, he finds his tight end. But all game long, whether it's receivers or running backs or tight ends, wherever the best one-on-one matchup has been, he's been able to take advantage of it, and that's why they've been able to score so many points.
And the extra point was good. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they close the deal with a 58-yard touchdown pass. On the move from inside his 5. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. The Terrapins will get things going on offense as they come onto the field. Back to throw, it's Washington. Makes the catch, it's Fleming. He goes out of bounds, they'll mark him right at the 30-yard line. That's the kind of play that can give a drive momentum. It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30. Wants to throw it again, and why not? Lofts one deep down the right side. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Back to pass. Here comes the heat. This time he's got it. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a 1st down. The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here.
And that's a great example of this quarterback having intense confidence in his own arm talent. That was not an easy window to throw into, but he had the ability, and he knew it.
Making side adjustments here. Wants to throw again. And they can't make the connection.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
It'll be 3rd and long. Motion from the wideout. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. A strike downfield. Off to the races to the right. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Maryland!
Well, you got to love the attitude of this team. I know they're still down by a lot on the scoreboard, but a really nice job by the quarterback. Accurate throw on that touchdown pass.
And they did tack on the extra point. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the score comes courtesy of the big play, covering 61 yards on the touchdown pass. And he's going to try to return this one. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Quarterback will keep it. Stopped after a gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7. We get a timeout here taken by the Terrapins. That will be their first. And now what will they come up with on this 2nd down play? Looking downfield, it's Craig. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. Maryland uses its 2nd timeout. They'll take a moment to gather their thoughts and put together a plan for this 3rd down play. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Couldn't quite haul it in. They almost had their first pick here late in the game.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
Catches it cleanly at the 20. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. They'll start this drive at the 33-yard line. The offense changing the play. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. And the rush will get to him at the 25. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up.
The defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man. Doing everything great. Just, you could tell they were dialed into what was going on. And now just throw another sack in the equation, hitting the quarterback, being disruptive. They've been all over the field.
Stumbled to the ground. The Terrapins are in the hurry up. Snap from the gun on third down. It's complete to the right. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the first down.
Well, after allowing a touchdown on the last drive, this offense has to be able to answer. And getting that third down here on the third play of this drive is a good step toward doing that. Nice job by the QB. Good rhythm. This offense now has got it going. They need to pay this thing off, but that was a big one, no question.
Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37. And the Terrapins will have it 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's Washington. Throws to the wideout. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. A return there would have just been icing on the cake. They'll just have to settle for the cake at the 23.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Boy, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.
They drag him down behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that hasn't happened very often. He has had a tremendous night. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go.
It's a great play there by the defense, stopping that run, but now with less than a minute to go, you got to use your timeout. You got to try and conserve as much clock as possible to give yourself a chance to win.
Direct snap. It's Payne. They make the stop, and the clock strikes 0, and that will do it for this one. The points weren't the issue, guys, but they couldn't string together enough stops to get the victory.
Yeah, good news, bad news scenario, I guess. Good news is you're going to score. This offense looks like they can be explosive and they can light up the scoreboard. Bad news, though, David, they've got a lot to clean up on the defensive side of the ball.
Yeah, and welcome to college football nowadays, right? This is how it works, a ton of points. Defenses learn as you go, but you got to get better. You got to force some turnovers, create those negative plays. Just can't give up so many points.
That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.